Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Chris taking it at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big win early.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with Henry. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
That's complete to Treylon Burks. On the move past the 40.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again to Henry. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. To throw is Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one results in 35 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. possession. Now it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Burton from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
From the 29, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 26 yards.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And again, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 46 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
On the return, it's Tony.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. play action. They'll throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Brought down by Willie Gay. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Tannehill. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll run for it with Henry. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon from 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They fake the give. Now Mahomes under pressure, and they got to him again. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. And he
fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
To the air again, Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Second down, here's Henry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. That's caught over the middle. Hooper.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Henry not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Chigakonkwo
from 6 yards away.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, in that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's Kelsey on the ground. Finding room at midfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to throw. Mahomes steps away to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tannehill to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Trotty! Up and over. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.